recording again. Make sure it's capturing in my friggin' folder, because otherwise there'll be a problem. Pull this back up. Let's hope that this ROM is not fucked up. I mean, this cartridge. Whatever. Do you really think I'm pulling out a Genesis out of nowhere? Like I said, I was a Nintendo family growing up. Okay, volume's good. Good shit. Good shit. That was the demo. That was not actually me controlling it. Take pointers from Mutumi on how to play Sonic 1. Look, here's how I play Sonic 1. I jump, I collect rings, and I jump on bad guys. All I gotta do is jump and roll. Yeah, let me do my... Oh, right. No spin dashing in this game. Whatever you do, don't go fast. Yeah, because that happens when you go fast. You get hurt. Actually, let me change my Twitch thing real quick, because I just realized it's going to still be Sonic 2. Let me just change the ticker to say Sonic 1. Not that I think it's going to make a difference. I don't think anyone's really going to be clamoring in here for my playthrough of Sonic 1, but, you know, never hurts. Edit. Edit. Okay. Oh my god. This laptop does not want to play nice when it comes to actually, like, loading the Twitch stream. Okay, we're good. Seems like a monotonous way to play. Try getting all the emeralds throughout. All you gotta do... Eggman with this gigantic 2. Wait, his 2? What? Wait, what are you guys talking about now? Oh, and the box art for Sonic 2. Iconic. And I fucked it up. These special stages are way easier than the other ones. I just wasn't paying attention there. Also, there's something wrong. Like, there's one instrument I'm hearing in this song that's, like, not as prevalent when you actually play it on a console. Why is the screen flashing like that? So, fun fact, if you fall between these platforms, you die. Instantly. It's like a bottomless pit between them. You're losing frames. That might just be the thing, the emulator flashing. Because, I've only dropped 1,000 frames this entire stream. Oh god, it actually takes you to a different one if you didn't get the first one. What the shit, man? Alright, you know what? These stages are, what, the special stages? Yeah, they suck. I think it repeats on a loop. Yeah, no, I know it repeats on a loop, it's just... I didn't think you'd go to 2 if you didn't beat 1 yet. But I guess that would be the whole point of it looping. I don't know what I'm talking about. Oh my god. Why is it... What's with that graphical glitch in the background, too? This was not a smart idea. I used to be so good at Sonic 1. Can we stop, please? I mean, I don't think there's any way around it. I think I've just lost my edge at Sonic over the last couple of years, just because I haven't played them in so long. I had my best mentor teach me to play Sonic games when I was younger. No wonder I'm so good at them now. That's cool. Well, who is it, your brother? Or someone you knew? Can someone explain why the special stages have birds in the background? I don't know. They just do. Good show by me. I don't know why I paused there. I don't know what that point of that was. My second cousin, she was amazing at the time, and I enjoyed Sonic games too, so put 2 and 2 together. Oh, that's cool. It's good that you have things that you could bond with family over. The random shapes in the backgrounds of the special stages correspond to dreams that the developers had at the time. That's really interesting. Actually did not know that. What has happened? Marble Zone. Marble Zone. Michael, how do you know that? You think Marble Zone's the worst zone in this game? It's very slow. It is a very long and arduous stage, I will say that. It definitely contrasts Green Hill. Oh, no one's faulting the music of this thing. Alright, that thing happened again where the jump just didn't work. I think this controller's burning out, which is really upsetting, because I just got this controller when I started streaming back in September. Cha-ching. No, you're seeing all the Twitch messages. Oh, don't fall down near the wall. No, I was there. No, 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 no. There we go. I'm actually gonna get an emerald. Maybe. Oh god, why is there so many things? Why are there so many dink-dinks around it? Doo, 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 doo. Continue, or extra life, or one of them, I can't remember. Fucking hell. No, you're seeing all the messages in Twitch chat. One of my friends talks to me through Telegram, because they don't have a Twitch account. Oh god, please, let me in. And it's... Whoa, whoa, whoa. Woo. I hate this. This requires an ungodly amount of concentration. God, he controls so bad. There it is. There, I got one. Is everyone happy now? Gonna go sleep, it's almost 3 AM. Don't blame you. You have a good night, and thanks for coming by. This is a weird glitchy block that makes you jump weird. Good luck for the rest of the stream. It was fun watching. Bye. Alright. Have a good night. This is the one. Yeah, because now when I jump, yeah, you don't spin. I don't know why I remember that. It's specifically for that block. Or here, too. It's like, in this area, it's the only place that happens. Or, nope, see, it doesn't happen there. Only happens on the first time. Oh, that's good. So... with the new old school Sonic game coming out. Am I the only one who's a little weirded out by how smooth the game is? I mean, it's definitely jarring compared to these earlier games, but I'm definitely totally on board with it. Because it just looks so nice. God, the jumping in these stages are so weird. Got it. I like how they're labeled goal, but they're not your goal. Yeah. They're just the exit. I mean, they were like the goals in Kirby Amazing Mirror, where it's like, oh, they don't do anything. They just take you back to where you were. Can't believe it took them this long to make it, but it's happening. Yeah. I mean, it's largely in part due to the fact that Sega themselves don't have to make it, and it's mostly being handled by new people that have done this stuff for, like, a living, more or less. Not a living, but just as a hobby. Because, I mean, the main person working on Sonic Mania is a ROM hacker. Or was. I don't know. Or fan game maker. I don't know. And when the lead artist on Sonic Mania is a pretty well-known, like, webcomic dude. Yeah, they don't shut down. Well, Sega kind of is back and forth on that, but for the most part, they let them slide. Nice, that's good. Yeah, that's the thing that they're pissy about. The copyright striking people over Shining Force 3 and Golden Axe. Those were the two games that they were kind of pissy about people putting up online before. I'll say this though, when I upload my streams to YouTube to archive them, which I don't have monetized, I just put them up there. The Sega, the Genesis streams I've done, almost all have... What the shit was that? The Genesis streams I've done almost all have copyright notices on them, while most of the Nintendo ones I've done do not. So, what does that tell you? That it's kind of just like, you know, it's a very situational thing. Also, what the hell was with that spike, and why am I all the way back here? Hate that. There's no spike invincibility in this game, right? That's the problem. So even if you're invincible, the spike can still kill you. Oh, my neck's killing me. This was a mistake. Shit! Are you kidding me? Really? That's a load of bullshit. Oh my god, this is garbage. Okay. We're good. Eh. Look how easy that was, and then like the other one, it's like he floats so high you can't even hit him without a platform. I am just bitching and moaning tonight, aren't I? Here's our favorite zone with the weird words everywhere. So we just got bitch and moan about stuff. Yeah, hopefully the next few streams will be void of that. Because I love Mega Man Battle Network too much to bitch about that. Actually, no, that's not true. I'm gonna get frustrated. Stupid friggin' rolly enemy. Okay. What? Oh yeah, not to mention E3 in another tomorrow actually starts E3 now that because of the people want to go like 4 days before the convention starts. So yeah, people are gonna be that's gonna be fun. There's gonna be a lot of bitching and moaning going on about that. Oh, fuck. When I hear this song, I can only think of the Krusty Krab remix of it. When I hear this song, I think of the bootleg Sonic 1 video, where a guy's just laughing over it constantly. Like, drunkenly laughing over it. It makes no sense. I have no clue what the origin of that video is, but it was like from like 2008, 2007. Son of a bitch. Oh, you suck. Yeah, E3, more like S3 for more salt. Salt 3. Bingo cards are all salt. Okay, wait a sec. Look here. Alright, look to the left of where Sonic is. Where I don't know if I could point it out with the mouse. I don't think I can on stream. See that water tower right there to where Sonic's looking? Doesn't that look like Jafar from Aladdin? It's got like the hat, the eyes, the dark circles around the eyes, and he's just got kind of like a meh face going on there. That's what I see when I look at that thing. The one that's like, yeah, right here. Like, look where Sonic's looking. I always love stories like that. Like, you know, when you watch like Vinny streams, he does that a lot. He talks about how he's like, oh, I always thought this thing looked like this when I was a kid, and I was like, this thing was this, and I'm like, I'm the same way. Like when I play old games and I go back, I'm like, what the hell did I used to think this was? I used to not, or what the hell is this? Because that's not what I used to think it was. Okay. Okay. Bounce. Let's bounce. My streams remind you a lot of Vine Sauce? Like Vinny? Really? CPU. Maybe like late 2012, early 2013 depressed Vinny. Really though, that does kind of make me happy to hear that, because he and, well, just Vinesauce in general have been kind of a big inspiration. Also, I lost my trail of thought. He was depressed because that. Well, no, I mean, people like, that's the thing. People refer to that as depressed Vinny, but Vinny just, you know, I would say he was back then what I am now, where I'm like not super enthusiastic. I don't have a lot of stuff going on for me here. I'm just kind of chill. He's definitely kind of picked up the reins a bit in his life, and that's why he's kind of changed over the years. I mean, that's the thing, I've watched a lot of Vinesauce over the last few years, like 2013, beginning of 2013 was when I started watching them. And... No, we're back in the first stage again. That definitely influenced a lot of things going into streaming. I had actually streamed a couple times before I started watching them, but oh, I'm stuck on the wall here. Oh, you're fucking kidding me. But I would definitely say that his influence, as well as like everyone else at that in the group's influence, they definitely all like have an effect on me. I probably would not stream the same way I am right now if I didn't watch them. That era of Vinny was interesting, the depressed Vinny. But I mean, it wasn't really, like I said, wasn't really depressed. I mean, that's not true. I mean, his life was not as good as it was now, I guess. And that's also subjective, because the stuff he's done and the stuff he went through, that's not exactly the same as, like, you know, what I'm going through and what I've done. So it's kind of hard to compare. And it's like, you know, you kind of almost don't want to talk about it, because it's like, you know, he's a person. You don't want to talk about someone else. You don't want to talk about someone behind their back. But then again, he is also a streamer, and he's, these days, like, despite what he might say, he is popular. So, I guess that kind of gossip is going to happen. I would rather not make any assumptions about him and his life and stuff that he does behind the scenes. I could just tell that, like, he was... It wasn't even that he was depressed before, it's just that his life was not as in motion as it is now. Back then, back in those 2013 streams, those 2012, even the 2014 streams, he had a job that he wasn't too happy with. He had, he didn't have his band going on yet. And, you know, his streams were had a lot less viewers overall, too, so it was a lot more chill. Oh, thanks, Scythe. He also didn't... Oh, why did it go back to Kawawui having the top cheer? He gave me the same amount. Wait, why am I going this way, actually? This is the wrong way to go. Always go right in Sonic. Except for the one stage, I think, in this game later on. You could do custom numbers. Oh, I know you can do custom numbers, it's just that, you've matched the top cheer I've had, and yet it's still listing the other one as the top cheer now. Oh, there you go. You usurped it. You didn't have to do that for me, though, thank you. I mean, there. Which brings me to another interesting point about this, and again, you know, I really shouldn't be talking about another streamer, but also, you know, back then, things were a little different with the money on Twitch. So, you know, Vinny couldn't really not do, like, you know, go after what he's doing now with the money he was making back then. And I'm not saying that as in, like, he wasn't a good streamer. I'm just saying that it was different with Twitch. It was different with YouTube. It was different with a lot of stuff. If anything, it's more showing that he was that dedicated to get to where he is now based on how the system was then. Whereas now it probably would be easy, if someone had the numbers, it would probably be easier for them to get to that point. Oh, that's right. Also, the Vinesauce split. I forgot about that. Because remember, everyone in Vinesauce used to stream on the same channel. Even back when they started on Twitch. When they moved from live stream to Twitch, everyone was on the Vinesauce channel. So, it was a little different. Yeah, things were done a little differently back then. Ultimately, the split helped them, though, now. The split was definitely a smart idea, because now all of them have their own channels. All of them are partner. Even some of the, like, the extended members, like the mods and the, and, like, their friends are, all partners now, too. Which is, you know, that's really impressive. Because getting partner is not easy. That's why I'm thankful that I was at least able to get on the affiliation, boat, like, as soon as it started, because something tells me that once they have a lot of affiliates, they're going to start either making it harder, or it's going to be harder for affiliates to make use of the money-making tools. Which, don't get me wrong, I don't really expect to like, you know, make bank off of being an affiliate. I just think it's a very nice gesture that I was allowed to be part of the program. Oh my god, stop. What am I doing? This sure is a labyrinth zone, alright. I remember back when I first got the internet, in 2001, I made a friggin' GeoCities page, and for some reason I had a MIDI of this stage's music playing on it. Oh my god, let me reach up there. Oh, that ruins your momentum, too. But, you know, it does make me happy that someone would say that I remind them of Vinesauce, because it is a huge influence, and it means that if I can remind people of that, of, like, that influence, and that means that I'm doing a good job. At least as far as my own standards go, so that does mean a lot to me. Them midis from good old VGmusic.com. Oh no! I can't remember when we got internet for the first time. See, to me, it's like a very vivid memory. I got it just as I finished 8th grade. Right as I was graduating, I got it. And that was 2001. Nope. I was like, I see a face with the mouth open. That's not good news. Fun fact, if you roll from this goalpost off to the edge and just hold down, you die instantly. I don't know what causes that to happen. I think this stage just gets flooded from the get-go. Oh no, never mind. This is the one where it loops. 1997, 1998, so maybe a little bit after that. So it was 2001 for me. It was the weekend of my birthday, actually, if I recall correctly, which was the 26th, June 26th. That's also the same time I got the Game Boy Advance, because it had literally just come out like days beforehand. Notice how much less I'm getting hit in this game due to like stupid mistakes compared to the first or second game. You were a dirty pilot from a young age. You emulated all your GBA games. See, I was not able to do that back in the day. Our very first computer was so bad that it would not run GBA games. It was too much for the CPU. Oh, another door opened somehow. Remember emulating Advance Wars while looking at the website advertising the first Fire Emblem released in the West. I remember, for some reason, just mindlessly hating Fire Emblem when I first heard about it. When they were talking, when Melee came out, I was like, ugh, Fire Emblem, that game sounds stupid. Even though I loved playing as Marth and Roy in Melee, I was like, I have no interest in playing Fire Emblem. And then they announced it, and I'm like, you know what, I want to play this now. I did play Advance Wars 1, though. That game was fun. It was hard. I didn't even learn about it from Melee. You learned about it from the website. Interesting. See, but that's the other thing, too, now. We're in the age... See, I played a lot of Melee, because Melee and Sonic Adventure 2 were the only two games I had for the GameCube for, like, the first, 3 months I had it. Okay, I gotta figure out where to jump. There we go. There's the jump-off point. Oh, you had a PS2. God, this never ends. Ratchet and Clank and Jak and Daxter in Final Fantasy X. And Final Fantasy XII. I mean, you can't really go wrong with those. Those are kind of the quintessential PS2 games, I guess, if you were going to get any. I know people kind of shit on FF10 a lot, but, you know, it definitely definitely still holds up. And FF12 was just great. I remember that game got a lot of pop when it came out. People give 10 shit because of the voice acting and because of the weird setting and because Tidus isn't like that great of a character apparently. I mean, it's all relative. I mean, you know, you could say the same thing about Squall and Cloud. That neither of them are all that great a character either. Nope, not today. Oh, excuse me. Fresh air. Cloud is pretty boring, but he's made interesting due to his circumstance, I feel. Because, you know, he comes off as this quiet badass for most of the game, and then at the end you find out it's like his life was not like that at all, and that everything you knew about him was kind of a lie. And even the flashbacks deceive you because they're his own memories, which all end up being fake. Which I thought was really clever. Like, for a game that came out when Final Fantasy VII did, I give it credit for pulling something like that off, because it's definitely not something you would think of in terms of, like, a Final Fantasy plot. Nice, actually made it. Squall you didn't really like, but at least he has a personality. I've never actually played Final Fantasy VIII, so I don't really know the full extent of Squall's personality. I just know people joke because he's very like, whatever, I don't care, whatever. I posted that quote from him this morning, actually, where he was lying on the bed and he's like, I could take care of myself, I'm an adult, and he's like, no, I don't know anything, I'm confused. I don't know. I mean, Final Fantasy VII, despite having generally involved plots, doesn't always have the best writing, I feel. I got an email asking me if I'm ready for ARMS. I mean, I've had ARMS my whole life, so I would hope I'm ready. The answer is yes, though. I am getting ARMS on day one, which I'm pretty excited about. Because the test punches were so fun. This was your favorite stage as a kid. I will have to mostly agree. I definitely think this is one of the better stages. I think Green Hill is still my favorite of the game, though. Just because it's so iconic and it's so, like... It's not hard. It's fun. You know what you're getting into with it. Chances are, like, you're guaranteed to always play the stage because you start there as opposed to here where you need to be good at the game to get this far. Also, the stage has really weird loops that are, like, really tight for some reason. Whoa. Take damage to save time. I mean, that's speedrun. That's what damage boosting is. That was not a damage boost, though. That was me just fucking up. See, now this stage feels like it should have been Metropolis Zone, because it's an actual, like, city. And it's not like friggin' robots. Why can't I get up there? There we go. I don't like these windmills. I like the ones in Sonic Advance 2, because they actually give you like super speed when you're near them. Also, I cannot. There we go. I've only played... fun fact, I've actually only ever played 2 numbered Final Fantasy games from start to finish, and that's 6 and 7. And I've played like half of 1. I've actually actually 1 I was streaming before my old laptop like blew up, and then it didn't actually blow up. I always just say it did because it sounds funny. I actually never finished 1 because of that. But I do plan on going, because I have the save file still, so I do plan on finishing Final Fantasy 1, Game Boy Advance version, rather, at some point. The original plan was for me to stream 1 through 6. But, now that I can't really play DS games anymore, playing 3 isn't really going to happen, probably. Also, if there's one thing I've learned, playing through a bunch of games, marathoning them, doesn't work out well for me. Because the Mega Man Zero/ZX marathon kind of proved that. I don't have the stamina for that anymore. So you've beaten 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10 Tactics Advance. It's not bad. I've beaten 6, 7, 6 Advance. I've beaten Theater Rhythm Final Fantasy. I do count that, even though it's a rhythm game. I've played the city. I haven't beaten it. Never beat it. What other game? What was the one I've beaten? Crisis Core. I've played Crisis Core. Or I've beaten Crisis Core. And I've also seen Advent Children, I guess, since we're counting the whole FF7 anthology. Did I play the mobile Final Fantasy game? No, I have not. I played Kingdom Hearts Unchained Key for like a year, and then I finally stopped when that Fire Emblem game came out a few months ago. You finished a 6 mod? That was pretty good? Really? What was it about? So, you can't actually hit Eggman here. You gotta bounce these things back into him. Or, never mind, you can do that too. Either way, it does a damage to him. This is an incredibly easy boss fight. Just bounced out the characters, made all their skills good instead of just ultimate spam. Oh, interesting. So it actually, like, bounced the game a bit. I remember when I played, the first time I played through 6, I grinded through the forest where the dinosaurs are in the World of Ruin at the end, just to get everyone to level 99 and have them learn every Magicite. Are we at the final level already? I think we are. Yep. This actually didn't take long. I'm still under an hour. Not everyone can learn every spell in the mod. That's pretty interesting. Only like mages learn the offensive magic. Oh wow, that's cool. So they completely reworked how the Magicite system works. Yeah, you buy spells with points instead of passively building. Oh, cool. I mean, the neat thing, too, is that that's not even that far out of, like, you know, far out of the realm for Final Fantasy. They've done that stuff like that all the time. Also, you buy stat-ups instead of getting the levels. Wow, that's actually really interesting. I'm gonna have to try that, I'm gonna have to try that mod out sometime. Oh, this is annoying. Sonic 2 on the Game Gear had something like this too, in a level called Gimmick Mountain. Also, look, there's a face in the background. Those two pink things are the eyes. What else have I played that's related to Final Fantasy? I've played pretty much every Kingdom Hearts game up to this point. Not every release of every one, but every unique story thing that's been released, aside from the final prologue bullshit, or whatever it's called. Which I still have to watch. I actually have to watch the Aqua chapter for that, as well as her chapter in Birth by... like the extra Birth by Sleep chapter. Oh, you've only played the very first one? Alright, never mind then. None of that's gonna make any sense to you. Oh, hey. Kingdom Hearts 1 is so different from the rest of the series, because it's like, you know that they had no idea what they were doing back then. They were just like, hey, let's start some really stupid thing, and work out the details later. Little sandwich platforms. Delicious. That's good sound. Something I never fully understood about this game... Well, actually, no, you know what? You'll see. Because, I'll bring it up when it happens. Couldn't hold that for a few seconds longer. Same thing hit me twice. There's old Eggy Man. Dr. Robotnik. So, here's what I don't understand about this zone. Why is Scrap Brain Zone Act 3 literally just another Labyrinth Zone stage? Like, is there some sort of significance to that? Is there like some secret Sonic lore that I know nothing about here? Mm. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Not good. Oh, nice. Hey, at least I got a save point. How many lives did I actually lose this playthrough? Not a lot. That bubble was rude. You know what, though? I think the bubbles don't spawn until you're within sight of it, so... The fact that I waited... Fuck. Oh, now I'm gonna fucking start biting it. The fact that I didn't get to the bottom of the pool until I was already, like, halfway through my timer probably meant I was fucked anyway. God, rings. Rings. Delicious rings. No, I didn't get the bubble. Shit. Ah. I got like absolutely fucked there. That was good. Yeah, wow, this part's like so unbalanced. Why is it so like unfair here? No, it's just me being shit, actually. I'm not blaming the game. I did shitty. I shouldn't have held left right as far, because I saw that opening, too. Nah, this stage is pretty solid. I think that just fucked up. That is a bit of a difficulty spike right there if you die, because there's no rings, and you still have to worry about your air on top of that. But, you know, yeah, okay, that one spot is pretty bad, but... I mean, otherwise the stage has been pretty solid so far. Actually, I don't need that air bubble, because I can just go up here and then get that, and then die immediately. Yeah, that's the only problem I have with the stage. It's why is it another Labyrinth Zone stage? Hey, Nina. Okay, okay, come on. Good. Be good. Ah, my arms are cheating, alright. Are you kidding me? Come on, dude. It was right there. Fucking... That was my last life, too. All because I wasn't paying attention. I gotta do this whole stage over fucking again. I'm really tired. I want the stream to be over. A good glitch right there. hoping to save all my continues for the next stage, because I tend not to have good luck with that stage, but whatever. Can you hit the switch, please? Okay. For fuck's sake, dude. The program actually counts this zone as Labyrinth stage as Labyrinth Zone Act 4, really? I mean, the sound test, it definitely does not. Come on. Come on, air bubble. Thank you. Okay, got that. Go back in the water. Get hurt. Okay, that's cool. And they still can't display the water lines properly. Yeah. God, that is nerve-wracking. Come on with that shit. Here we go. Final boss again. Is it even possible to reach that line of springs above the main one? God damn it, I hate when he comes out the bottom. I can never get him. There we go. Fun fact, if you hit him twice on the final hit before he goes back down, his health loops to, 256, and you need to hit him 256 more times to beat him. Nice. This whole game in general is a lot more fair than Sonic 2. I can't believe, I don't know why. I feel like they cared less about trying to pad out the game and more about just trying to make it a good game. That's what I think. Because, I mean, like I said, Sonic 2 has a lot of unused stages in the data. That implies that they want it to be a very long game. And I think that's the reason why they made it so difficult, because they had to cut it down so it wasn't as long anymore. That's why Chemical Plant, a stage that's one of the more difficult ones, is at the beginning of the game. And then for Sonic 3, they were like, oh, well, we can implement save data, so we don't need to worry about it. We can make the game long, and we can add an add-on to it. Big Island. Biggest land. Penn Island. Also someone named Phoenix, but there's no O in their name. I like how right there in the credits montage they had to make the drum go like crazy to just kind of segue into the Spring Yard Zone theme. Try again, because I didn't get all the emeralds. Thankfully, there's no, like, good ending. Also, I like that, something I always thought was clever is the fact that there's only 6 emeralds in this game. So even though Super Sonic had not been, like, invented by this point, canonically, even if you had done the game perfectly, you still wouldn't have been able to do it, because you only would have had 6 of the 7 emeralds. Which I think is, like, kind of like a retroactively clever move by Sega in terms of the lore of Sonic, I guess. If you really care about that. The funny thing is, like, you get nothing for getting all the emeralds either. It's just like a different ending. Like not even a different ending, it's just like the ending animation is different. I beat it in let's see, what time is it? It's 10:51. So that stream was 3 hours and 32 minutes, which isn't too bad, honestly. That means it only took me like an hour and like 10 minutes to beat Sonic 1. And then the rest of the time was spent on Sonic 2, most of which was spent on that friggin' last 2 levels of the game. So I cheaped it out and cheated. But yeah, I'm done for the night. That 3.5 hours of stream tonight was more than I was hoping to do, honestly, but hey, whatever. I got 2 games out of the way, and that's going to be it until Monday. I think what I'm going to do Monday, well, I mean, I've been playing this for a while. Monday is going to be Mega Man Battle Network 2. You did it, yeah, I did it. Monday's going to start Mega Man Battle Network 2. It's going to start, I'm going to stream an hour earlier than I usually do. I usually go load zeroing.smc. I don't have that on hand. Also, isn't that SMC's Super Nintendo? I believe Sega Genesis is what is Sega Genesis? MD or SMD. Yeah. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Or is SMC a music file? I can't remember. Or it might be the audio file for Super Nintendo. I'm not sure. But, yeah. Monday, E3 starts tomorrow, so shit gets crazy. People aren't going to be around. I still want to stream on Monday, even though there's going to be press conferences that I want to watch. So I'm going to stream from 6 p.m. till 9 my time, which is Eastern time, instead of 7 to 10. So I'm going to start an hour earlier and end an hour earlier, but I still want to get a full 3-hour stream in for that first Battle Network 2 stream. And I'm really excited to play that game again. I have not played it since it came out in America 15 years ago, which is why I'm playing it, because it's the 15th anniversary of the game. So I'm looking forward to that. Expect lots of terrible voice acting in that, because I'm going to voice the shit out of that game. And I'm going to be playing on hard mode, which is something I've never done for that game before. I think it's the only Battle Network with the hard mode. But yeah, so that'll be Monday, and that'll be at 6 p.m. Eastern. Convert that to wherever you live. I don't know where you live, so hard mode. Trust me, it's not as hard. It's not that hard. It's like Golden Sun 2's hard mode, where it's just enemies have more health and they do more damage. That's it. But that's gonna be a full playthrough too. That's gonna be like everything. I'm gonna do everything in that game, as opposed to when I streamed Battle Network 1 and I stopped after beating the story and then just showed off the extra stuff on stream. But yeah, that's more or less it for tonight. Have a good next time. Thank you. You do too when when you decide to go to bed. If anyone's streaming, Aitharu is streaming, and since he was nice enough to hang around my stream, I'm going to host him. So if you're interested in watching Overwatch, if you're interested in Overwatching, watch his stream. Usually he plays World of Warcraft, actually. So I don't know. That's cool that he's around though. So yeah, I'm gonna throw him a follow. Overwatching Underwatch. Alright, you all have a great evening, and I'll see you around. Thanks for coming.